Well, Sam, after the performances and victories against Chelsea and Southampton, did a performance like that here tonight surprise you?
Well, yeah, it surprised me. But there's small moments in the game, and moments in the game are what you do with them. And again, we had such a great chance to go 1-0 up, and this, for me was one I expected Mbai to score. Unfortunately for us, he completely missed his kick on just what was a tap in, and that's so important because from there we may not have won, but I don't think we'd have lost by this number of goals, because that would have put us right on the front foot. It would give us a lot of confidence to say we've got another chance again here. And I always thought the first goal tonight was going to be very important. Unfortunately, after that, we couldn't deal, as we've dealt with so well defensively over the last 10 games or so, with Leicester's front two tonight, and they were really, really lively, and they put us to rest with the running off the ball, the running in behind, and the spaces they found, obviously supported by the quality of balls from their midfield players. So we weren't at the races in the first half, which had caused us a little bit of panic for us on the ball, where we kept giving the ball away back to them and they kept pressing us. And it was probably the reverse of what we've seen, because we've seen us do that to Chelsea and we've seen us do that to Southampton, and unfortunately tonight we're not getting 1-0 up. Leicester did it to us in the first half, and that's it. The 3-0 at half time, for me it was about trying to sort out that front two and stop them. We had to put the three at the back in, being Shemi on, push Connor and Darnell in on their wing back, stop them, keep running and getting crosses in, and try and play our way back into the game there, which is what we didn't do. But at least we shut the back door, but we didn't get a lot going forward because we kept doing a lot of misplaced passes, a lot of give the ball back to the opposition, which has been very much unlike us in recent games, not just the last two, but the 4 or 5 before that. So a disappointing night indeed. And in the end, we've got Leicester City tonight, who got all the top players back, who have just reached the final and third in the Premier League. So I'm very disappointed, but obviously a better side beat us tonight.
As good as Leicester were, Sam, were you disappointed with the way that we conceded our goals, especially the first two?
But not unlike us, you see. And then again, when you're playing against quality players who are making runs and trying to get runs in behind you, and when you've got players who are playing balls in behind, you've got to be really, really solid and really on top of the game. And you've got to get your midfield, shutting those midfield players down to stop them playing that ball. And we didn't do that today. So I smelt it a bit right from the first 10 minutes. When we didn't score that goal, I just saw us on the back foot instead of on the front foot, and of course, for us that's very disappointing, when I expected a lot more. But like I said, the opposition was so good tonight, particularly in the first half. It really was difficult for the lads to cope.